Good day, students. My name is Miss Burton-Curl. For those of you who are just meeting me for the first time, today we are going to cover a mini lecture on the pain of change. Now, I want you to realize that this property of South Seattle, not to be distributed outside of Life Skills to Work. Okay, with that said, let's look at the little figure that we have here. Remember, he represents superpower, resiliency. So, what is your superpower? For those who have not ventured into understanding what your superpower is, I like to share with you. You all have a superpower. That superpower is your choice. All change involves becoming comfortable being uncomfortable. The greater the change, the greater the discomfort. To a certain degree, all change is painful because we are leaving our comfort zone and trying something new. So take a pause for a moment and just ask yourself, what does that comfort feel like? You're easy, you're comfortable, you're able to just freely feel your own self, but then you become uncomfortable when what happens? When you are challenged. The reality is that life includes pain, and that pain comes because you have to make some choices to make change in your life. Just as with children growing up, they have to make changes. So we like to call this growing pains, all right? So yeah, we're still in growing pain. Pain is unavoidable. So choose wisely. Your choices is what's going to make the determination of success or failure. And when we want to address how do we make change, we look at two examples that we provided here. The two example has a character named Joe and a character named John. So what is so important about these two characters here? Well, they're looking at their pain and what does that entail? I want you to take a moment, absorb it. So what we see here is Joe, he knew the pain of regret. And with John, he was having a rough day at work. So the two have some personal issues that they're dealing with, but how they chose to deal with them was the choice that ultimately gave them the success or the failure. So as we move down through this curriculum, we want you to be able to address the different changes that you are faced with. I could really use a cigarette right now. That was Joe's change. He was like, no, I'm done smoking. I'm sorry, that was John. But in Joe's situation, there he was, back in jail again and again and again. So the choices he's making are constantly putting him back at the same starting point. So we want to get past that starting point and we want to move forward. So let's use our superpower. Let's analyze the choices that comes before us and let's make that a very pertinent, intentional decision. So the first question that you will be asked is to pick an area in your life where you are ready for the pain of change. And let's rewind that a little bit, where you are actually ready. Because sometimes you can make a change and you're not ready. So it's a temporary change. So that goes back to our lessons previously. But this change, you are ready to make the pain of change because you are tired of the regret. So I'll leave you with that as you will move forward in filling out your online web assignment. If you remember where that can be found, we've addressed it several times, but I will bring it back up. So now we are down in section LSW 2.1, the pain of change and regret. So click on the link that will open up your homework page. You'll be redirected. And here you will complete the link, the handout online. Identify who your instructor and then move forward. Thank you very much. Bye.